Good morning, folks. Welcome to the Unfiltered Gen Z podcast. Today we welcome Sohil to the podcast. Hi, Sohil.
Hi, good morning.
Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Knowing your true nature as an artist, how it works out for you?
I've been pursuing my career as an commercially as an artist like since 15 years old, and I'm following my passion like from my age 4 years old. So it's been a quite very long time which I'm doing this stuff.
So tell me about your career as an artist. How you started, what's going on, and
Actually, I'm still an under debut artist. I haven't done anything else like commercially as an artist. I'm working on my stuff right now. If I talk about my musical career, then I feel like I started learning Carnatic music. Like Carnatic music, like it's a South Indian music. So I started learning that since age 4. Once after I was born and brought up in UAE, and after age 4 5, I came back to Kerala because my hometown is Kerala. So I came back to Kerala and I started learning Carnatic music. That was my base. So from there, everything started from my guru, my a lot of guru. I have to mention them all, like because that was my beginning. So from there, a lot of things started, and I learned Carnatic music like for straight 14 years. 14 years, and
great.
that
Long time.
yeah, that's a long time. 14 years, and 14 years with youth festival, state awards. These things all came. This was my beginning. This I will say, this was my foundation, like the path of my career, like the foundation path. So here things started, and once after hitting a age 14 years old, like it's like from the beginning I always used to say like, whenever people ask like whenever you grow up, क्या बनना है तुम्हें, तो my brother sister they used to say like I want to become a nurse, doctor, engineer. I was the odd one in our family which used to say like okay, I need to become a singer. I used to say like I need to become a singer, and then then after a time people used to laugh at that beginning, and after a time things started getting serious, like our parents, the typical you from South Indian parents, like so these people started asking things like what are you going to do as an artist, like what are you going to do, like from this.
Being a South Indian, I can completely understand you.
Yeah.
Like, because I am also from Karnataka, so that's
So people started asking questions like this, like even though I have proved like I'm very much into my passion. It's nothing like I haven't done anything else. It's just that I'm saying like I need to do something else. I think that time I have like 3 state awards, like youth festival state awards. I already won state awards at the time, but still they were like, because my parents, like they both are from like very medico family, because my dad is AMC officer and my mom is a senior nurse. She worked in several countries, several places, like so they were more into medical side. So even though I'm a science student, but still I'm following my passion right now. So after I age 14 15 years old, I realized that this is something which is meant for me. This is something which I really want to do, and I started like after pandemic. I started research. I started like how to do this thing, like how to do as a commercial artist, how to do like it everybody else, because the inspiration, like I used to grow up listening to Katy Perry, Shakira, Justin Bieber, Backstreet Boys. There are a lot of, even though I have learned Carnatic music, but the pop culture, like those things were like there from the beginning with me. So I was like following these artists, and I know these were my inspiration, and so I started following like how to start, like how to debut like them. And it took me a while, like it took me time, and then I started songwriting. Like it's like my songwriting process is like a diary. Like it's exactly what I feel. It's exactly what I feel, and that process was the beginning of my commercial artist, like and that thing, like as an artist, like I started as a songwriter, and from there I started working with other artists, like my friends, especially my friends. And then by age of 16 17, after completing my 12th, I realized that I need to move out from my city to pursue my career. And then I came to Mumbai, and I got a lot of connections, and then somewhere in between now I'm working on a project which I'm gonna submit to Sony Music.
Great.
So I hope it's I'm working for them right now, like which I hope like it's gonna work out, because it's something which unique, which it's something which I'm really planning to. It's a very big startup, and it's, even though as as an independent artist, like I'm like investing a lot of things without even because I can proudly say this thing all I'm doing by myself.
Okay.
So it's like I have support, like I have a mental support from my parents even though, but the financial thing and all, even I am the one who is putting in this thing. So currently I'm working more on my debut projects, like it's a EP with a 4 songs, and after that I'm working on my album. So yeah, here I'm right now.
That's great to hear. So, what do you want to become? Like, how you see yourself in the future?
In future, it will be fun to say because I haven't ever talked about this thing. But yeah, in future, I'm of course like I'm expecting to become someone which the upcoming generation, like people like me who has a passion and who need to follow that. For them, I want to become an inspiration, because if there is a one person who sees my craft, and if they get inspired, okay, they want to become someone like this. Because especially in our country, you know, our country, our society system, it's a little different. Like, you know, people always step back from our society, like in our country, due to the criticisms and stuffs. So I just want to prove that, okay, someone like this, like, because I'm following a Western culture passion, like it's like a Hollywood passion, Hollywood culture. So I want to prove that, okay, we can't do this thing. And also I just want to mention Hanuman Kind, because he's the one who proved something, that okay, we can also do stuff like this from staying, like while staying in India. He paved the way actually. So yeah, so I just want to become an artist to inspire the upcoming generation, or else like the people who are already in there.
As an artist, do you believe in your skills?
Yeah, of course I believe, because I feel like if I'm moving forward till to this day, because honestly, every artist will go through a lot of things in their life, like personally or artistically, people will go through a lot of things. So I feel like, yeah, because of my skill only, I am till holding myself, because I believe in my skill, and I still believe, like if I started doing something else, um, I know of course it's gonna click, and of course I believe like people who trust me, they will get to know what I'm trying to doing actually. It's all about the money and the stuff, because that's why I'm hanging still here.
So, adding to that question, do you doubt your skills?
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Okay. So, the next question is, how do you overcome your doubts?
How do I overcome? Actually, it's a tough process. Actually, it's a tough process. Like, you know, this industry. Like, I feel like this industry is a very difficult thing. Like, getting into this industry is a very tough thing. At the same time, you can easily like flop back and draw back.
It's a 50
50. It's like, you know, this career, like artistic career, sports career. I feel like these careers are, I'm not feel like it's actually a fact. Like, it's not a promising career actually. It's all about our luck. It's all about our luck and hard work, I believe. And doubt on my skills, like doubt on my career, like you know, I don't want to mention any people because it might will offend some people, but there are people only become famous and only make money because of their luck. Because there is, if you get into their craft, their art, there is nothing like talent or any stuff. It's just that there are a lot of rappers. There are a lot of rappers out there. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of YouTubers who become artists to just keep the relevancy. So there are a lot of people like that. And you know, once we see like the artist, like the OG artist, like with someone who is with the talent and passion, seeing these people, some might will inspire, some might will make them. For me, there are some people who made me feel doubt, like, hey, am I doing enough? Like, you know, I have felt like that, like several times. Like, is my talent is not good enough to make it like them or like, because I always feel like, okay, I can do better than these people. It's not that I'm over exaggerating, but I have felt like that, and but it's because of our situation, the family, the
Background.
background which we came from. That's why we are stuck,
Yeah.
and so I have felt doubt sometimes because कर पाएगा क्या नहीं, like ऐसा.
So tell me about one of your darkest phases.
Darkest phase in the sense.
Darkest phase in the sense.
Darkest phase, okay.
One which you felt कि अब नहीं हो पाएगा, and that was a very dark moment for you that you couldn't overcome from that.
Yeah, there are several incidents. there were several incidents which I can't publicly talk about, but yeah, I've been through a lot of things.
Do you have something to share on this podcast? Something new?
I mean, yeah, I mean, the family thing, once after, even after proving that you can do something else, and still your parents and the people who loves you saying that you can't able to do, that's a demotivation. Like, sometimes, when you're a kid, you don't know what is anxiety, depression, these kind of thing. You will like, you don't even know what are these things, and you will going through those things are like seriously hard, and it's like you can't even, you don't know how to get out from this thing, and it's a very hard process. And this also I can say the doubt, like, can I able to do this thing, because my people who cares me, who loves me, they are demotivating me.
Yeah.
That is also because I used to think like, am I good enough to do this thing? Is it that way these people are saying like you can't able to, so who I, and there were people who was with me, there are like people in our life, like whatever happens there will be someone, there will be this one particular person. So there were some people like that, and yeah.
Okay. Tell me one incident in your life which has miraculously healed you in your hardest time.
Miraculously, like, wait, I think there was this one incident. It's been 3 years I'm in Mumbai. Let me tell you this one thing. Like, I'm not that a religious person, but I believe in a positive energy which always push me towards. At the same time, I believe in a negative energy as well. That is something I believe, because every day when I wake up, I believe, and even though I'm pushing myself after going through a lot of things. I know we are people, like, of course we have a lot of things in our life, like something which we go through always in every day, and I believe like there was this incident. I went to Haji Ali. You know Haji Ali? Yeah. I was literally going through something else, like so bad. I was like going through something like so bad because I had some works and stuff. It got cancelled, and that was everything for me, because it took me 3 years to just to start the work, and after some incidents, like I lost the things and all, and it really made me due to that depressive state, I even lost like 8 to 7 kg like within a week. And yeah, so let me come to the point. Like, I went to this Haji Ali. Like, my friends just came and they were just helping me to get out from this situation. So they just like, we went to Haji Ali together, and they were saying like, this place has a thing, like if you get a tie, and if you tie that thing on a thread, yeah, I don't know, I'm not a Mumbaikar, so I'm not aware about this thing. And if you do that thing, then and if you wish, then it will happen. I'm not a believer. I don't believe in these things. Even though in Kerala we have this one temple which we go and tie this like bell.
Okay.
Then if you tie that for the 7 times, the wish will happen. So I took it like that only. And then when I did that thing, and when I was tying that thing, like, I only thought about this one particular thing. even though I was laughing after doing that thing, because my friends who knows me very well, like if you see that thing, then they're gonna like, अरे क्या कर रहे भाई, तू तो ऐसा नहीं है, because तो मंदिर पे भी नहीं जाता, तो they will say like that. So I did that thing, and after 2 days, this particular people called me and said like, can you able to do this thing? That was like a very luck thing, like that was like a miraculous thing which happened to me, and I still think about that matter, because that was very random. That was very random actually.
Yeah.
So that was one miraculous incident happened, which I can say.
Okay. So because of the time consistency, we need to end the podcast over here. But thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
So through Sohail's life, we understood the fate of self-confidence, doubt, as an uncontrollable and inevitable part of what this is. As discovery as an improved version of oneself. We also understand that fate needs doubt to discover magic. So in the last, let's keep discovering, address your doubts, and most importantly, be happy. Thank you so much, Sohail.